Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back. Today we're going to be updating some of the shelves here in the LEGO studio because LEGO sent us two of the new Nike sets. We've got the Nike Dunk Trick Shot and also the Nike Slam Dunk. But our sports shelf, which is right over here, is looking pretty full at this point. We've got the Adidas Superstar up there and also the Nike Dunk shoe. And there's something that I don't like about the displays here in the studio. Specifically, right down here, we have like these boxes. So whenever you walk into this room, it's like one of the first things that you see. So I think we just need to update that. And also, the shelves all around the perimeter are already looking pretty full. So I don't know where we're going to be able to fit these. So we're going to have to start utilizing some of the shelf space down here in order to fit more awesome LEGO sets. But first, let's have a look at these two sets. Both of these sets are coming out on September 1st. On the left, we have the Nike Dunk Trick Shot with 454 pieces. It's going to retail for $40 US. And on the right, we have the Nike Slam Dunk. It has 809 pieces. And this one here is going to retail for $70 US. The Slam Dunk comes with one big thick instruction manual. There's actually 3 different build options within, so that's why the manual is so thick. And the Trick Shot comes with 2 manuals. This set comes with 4 big sticker sheets. This is the primary one, so we use all of these stickers, and then I used all of these stickers as well, but I kept these 2 sticker sheets intact. These can be applied to additional pieces that we didn't use so that you can create the alternate versions. I like that they give you the additional pieces, so you have the option to like swap them up. So all the details that you see besides the basketball net, like the backboard, is all sticker. But that is printed, where you have like the Nike LEGO logo. So at least that's printed, but maybe some like Nike print pieces would be nice, such as this logo or the logos down here behind the stands. Yeah, those are stands. Those are all like people there. I don't know. They're miniature sized, which is sort of weird, sort of a strange set. And look at the size of the character compared to the basketball net and like just like the lines. I forget what you call them on the court there. But yeah, it was pretty cool because you build the basketball net and the scoreboard and also the court and the pedestal for the character. And then once you decide what character you want to build, you build the legs and then the body and the arms and sort of attach it. We decided to go with this one here just because it sort of looks like Michael Jordan. That was sort of my play there. I wish this was a Bulls outfit. That would be super cool if this was actually branded as Michael Jordan. That would be so cool, but of course, I don't think they would ever do that. So the body is actually in a fixed position. You can't move the feet or the legs or the hips or anything. It is in a fixed position, but the arms and fingers can articulate, so you can put the character in the slam dunk position. And look at the size of the shoes. It's hilarious. They're like oversized shoes. It's pretty funny. This is a pretty goofy set, but I think it appeals to a certain age demographic or anyone who's into basketball. It's a 10+ set, 809 pieces, $70 price point. You've got some fun Easter eggs with the years, Master Builders 1932 on that sticker element there, which is sort of like metallic. And then Championship Athletics 1972. I think that was the year that the Nike Dunk was created. And then up here you have the scoreboard, 93 and 53. I'm not sure if the scoreboard represents something. Couldn't tell you. But the character is attached to the pedestal on the bottom there, which is decorated with those little miniature elements. And then it actually attaches with studs. And you have the Technic framework of the basketball hoop going up. And there's some pieces that branch off that. And then you put the Technic pins into the body of the basketball player. And of course, there's those sticker details all over the player. So it's a pretty cool, like, basketball related set. It's really weird though. It's a really weird set. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it still. I think it has certain aspects that are really neat and it's fun to build. You know, you've got some Technic in there, you've got the character build, and you have some fun sticker elements, but there's a lot of them. But I feel like it actually presents pretty well. It's sort of different, that's for sure, but the proportions are sort of way off. What do you think of this set? It's so weird. I never thought they would create something like this. And the variety of the character on the front cover, look at the hair, it has like a pony or a bun, and you actually create that using a minifig hairpiece, and there it is right there in our additional pieces. I actually much prefer the look of the smaller, cheaper Nike Dunk Trick Shot set. This one is really neat because you get this little mini sneaker, which actually presents really well. Look at the scale of it, pretty neat. You do have some conjoining sticker elements there for the swoosh, and then the sticker element on the tongue of the shoe as well. But the build is pretty sweet. We can remove this here, like the front of the shoe. Destroy it rather, but you can see some of the building techniques found within with the forward-facing studs there. So that's pretty neat. Also, we have a really nice looking minifigure. And look at the dual molded hood and hat element with the Nike swoosh. Very cool. Also the printed torso with the pocket and the Nike and Lego brick logo and some print detailing on the back. I think that's a really cool minifig. And you get the option of having it be male or female. So you get the alternate head as well. And that minifigure there is actually locked in place two ways. So you have this element here, which goes into the holes on the back of the leg. And then of course it's standing on a stud as well. So it's locked in there pretty good. And we have the Nike sticker detail on the back of the shoe. But just the way that this was constructed is actually really quite fascinating. Just the way that this element slots into place and connects to those forward-facing studs. And even the angle of this tile, which is like that, and it's actually held in place by two studs, and the way that that conjoins there is just interesting. Then there's the connectors in there that attach to the bracket on the tongue, and it all just comes together nicely. So you build this in one instruction manual, and then you also build this in the other instruction manual. Look at the techniques found within the court construction. Super cool, a lot of forward-facing studs around the perimeter of it, and it's nicely tiled off and smoothed out with the curved slopes. And you can just see like the arches in there, also this larger window frame. Super neat. And then when you look at the top of it, it's clean. You've got those clean lines. The sticker elements for the top of the key are pretty cool, but they are on the 1x6x5 panels, so there's some large stickers that are included in this set. Then we have the mechanism right here, which will actually activate the dunk. We'll feature that in 1 second, or the trick shot, I should say. Now the back is actually really neat. These two pieces right here are printed, which is nice, and it just provides a pretty cool backdrop, and there's a lot of interesting building techniques to create that backdrop, and of course it attaches right to the back side of our court. We've got our basketball hoop, which is just held in place by an axle there, and you can see all of the different types of parts that were used to create that. You've got some modified bricks with the forward-facing studs and also the brackets, and then of course that large pre-molded hoop element. So what you do is you take this and you actually just slot it right into place right there on that Technic element, and that holds it in place. And now you can actually push this lever down, and that is the trick shot. Now you can't actually throw the basketball into the hoop, so there's not that playability function, but I think this is pretty cool. Something that I don't like is the fact that when you look at it like this, you see the Technic elements down there. I don't think that looks too clean, and I think you can very easily tidy that up. For example, if you just take a 1x8 tile, a 1x4 plate, and two of these Technic pins, we could very easily just put this in here, like so, on either side, and I think that does a pretty good job of just cleaning it up a bit so you don't see those Technic elements on the bottom of the shoe. So I think that's an easy way to mod it and just improve the look of it. But in general, I think it's a fun set for $40. You get a really neat minifigure, and it displays well. Plus the scale of the shoe is pretty cool. Plus the printed elements, which is always an added bonus. So which set do you prefer? The trick shot or the slam dunk? There we go. Much, 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 much better. Don't have to look at boxes when we walk in this room anymore. Although the boxes were pretty cool. There's some pretty cool ones. They're the only boxes in our collection. But now we have Lego sets here, such as the Lego house stuff. Also the Kingfisher and the insects. The DeLorean and Stranger Things. Around the corner from that, we consolidated our book nooks with all of the books. So we've got Sherlock Holmes next to the Balrog. Creator 3-in-1 stuff. Also, the Cat D11 and the Extreme 4x4 Off-Roader, which actually used to be buried within the Star Wars room on the back side of that cabinet. So it's good that we can actually see those. And then we got some Halo stuff, which if I ever need to make space, we'll probably get rid of that. The boxes ended up on this side here, and if we need to make space, we'll also get rid of those or just relocate them. And then we have some more open space over here, just some random stuff like the bottom of Gringotts. One Piece, some random mocks that have been kicking around for a long time, the typewriter and also the radio, and an airplane that we need to hang above the Lego City. Not only did we place the new Nike sets on the cabinet right over here, but we also placed Willy Wonka today as well, because I actually built that set today and reviewed it. So it's been sort of like a build review style day. And there you go. We got our little sports shelf looking pretty cool. And the globe over here, along with some open space up there and some color on the side of this cabinet. Bringing back something old. We've got all the OG members of the channel with their stickers on the bricks. And then we've got all the name bricks that we got, or that we've received in fan mail. I've got some more upstairs now that I think about it. But this isn't finalized yet. For now, we just used some packing tape and taped it on there. I want to build it up so it goes right to the top. And I just need to get some more command strips and command strip it and also add the top, which is just colorful brick. I currently just stowed it away under there. But it always feels good to just like rearrange the displays while placing new sets. And I think little changes like that just make it look even better. So yeah, pretty successful, exciting day, that's for sure. I hope you enjoyed it. I know I sure did. That looks amazing. We got a little sports display now. I don't know about this set. The slam dunk is sort of weird, but hey, it actually presents decently well, I guess. I don't know. It's sort of like all over the place scale-wise. But yeah, either way, I think it looks cool. Thank you so much for coming on by. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please remember to like, subscribe, and stay tuned. Farewell.